Hey, you guys, everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. We're going to be talking about former Teen Mom reality star Jenelle Evans as she was back in court on November 21st, this time to get a more permanent restraining order against her estranged husband, David Eason. As you guys know, Jenelle lives in Las Vegas. The court order was taken out of North Carolina. I just thought about this, but it kind of makes me wonder, is it valid in Las Vegas? Anybody know this? I should have looked this up beforehand, but I really did not think about it. If you get a restraining order, are they only state, like covered by per state? I don't know. But she flew back to North Carolina on November 21st because her temporary restraining order against David Eason was actually running out. And she had just a few days to file for a more permanent one, which she did, and the judge approved it. The judge approved this more permanent restraining order. However, Inslee is no longer covered in it. So Inslee was covered in the temporary restraining order, but she's not covered in this one. Jenelle and her two boys are Kaiser and Chase. The Ashley put up an article. We're going to go over it. The Ashley also has audio from inside the courtroom. So we're going to listen to that as well. I don't know what the temperature is here, you guys, but y'all know my studio is a building beside my house. And I have a heater out here, and it's not turned on all the way, and it's starting to get cold in here. So I have a feeling it must be cold outside. But when I came in this morning, it wasn't too cold. Well, I actually didn't come out here till about 1. I think I've come out here around 1. All right. So let's get into it. Can you guys see me? Did y'all get the notification? Because YouTube has not been doing me any favors with notifications. All right. So this is an exclusive by the Ashley. It says Jenelle Evans gets a protective order against estranged husband David Eason. Her RO has been renewed for 2 years. It says, hear her tell the judge, I don't feel safe. A part of me wanted to be like, I don't think David's going to mess with you anymore. Like, he's moved on. He's got him a new victim. I don't think he's going to mess with you anymore. But he did show up at our house the other day and cut the lock on the gate to get into the property. So, I don't know. Look at this. It says, the face you make when you know you won't have to smell your ex's mildewy scent for 2 years. All right, let's go over this article really quickly, then we're going to talk about it. All right. Jenelle Evans has once again put legal distance between her and her estranged husband, David Eason. The Ashley can exclusively reveal that the former Teen Mom star recently filed for and received a renewal for her existing DVPO against her former soulmate, David. The fired reality star once again required to fly back to North Carolina to attend the hearing, which took place on November 21st. As the Ashley previously told you, Jenelle flew from her home in Vegas to North Carolina once a few weeks earlier to attend a divorce court hearing, but David had it continued so he could get himself a lawyer. According to court documents, Jenelle managed to just make the deadline to file for renewal before her previous DVPO against David expired. She did, however, have to obtain an ex parte order to bridge the gap between the days that the original order expired and the day of the hearing on November 21st. In the audio, you can hear Jenelle saying, there's a protective order right now, and I don't feel safe. My kids don't feel safe. And David just keeps violating it, as in violating the protective order. We're going to listen to it, but we're going to read the rest of the article first, and then we'll listen to it. David was once again a no-show to the hearing, but he was legally barred from going near Jenelle or her 3 kids and their property on the land since Jenelle took out the first DVPO on him on May 16th. So the first temporary RO, he could not be around her or any of the kids. Jenelle listed David's attempt to heist motorbikes and other expensive items from the land back in October as one of the reasons she needed her protective order against him renewed. David Eason went to my property and broke my gate, broke into my building, and tried to take a bunch of four-wheelers and dirt bikes. Jenelle can be heard telling the judge an audio of the court hearing. On the court documents filed by Janelle's attorney to renew the protective order, Jenelle discusses how David's actions during the heist made her feel unsafe. She wasn't there, and David knew that. I mean, do I feel like David's dangerous? Absolutely. But David knew she wasn't there, and he went to the police station and was like, I want to go get my things. And the police officer did not do his job and was like, yeah, sure, as long as she's not there, you can go. Let's go. So that was really on the police officer. Jenelle is in continued fear of David because David has entered Janelle's property when ordered to stay away from the same, specifically her home on the land. Janelle's court documents read, while on the property, David removed Janelle's surveillance cameras, causing Jenelle even further concern. Yeah, I mean, he had a police escort. Exactly, Nat. It wasn't like he was like sneaking over there to go harm her. He knew she wasn't there, and he had a police escort. The document still lists David's address as the couple's broken down boat. However, he no longer lives on the boat or home and has been living at his girlfriend Kinley Heathole for living in her house for the last several months. It was a ding dam love at first sight, y'all. I saw a place to sleep and an indoor crapper, and I was sold on her. Kind of funny. The order to renew states that the judge felt that there is good reason to renew Janelle's protective order against David. In fact, the judge renewed it for the maximum term of 2 years, meaning David will not be allowed to go near Janelle until November 13th, 2026. He is also barred from seeing her sons, Jace and Kaiser. Exactly. She's not exactly being truthful, but David could have told the judge that if he bothered to show up, but he did not. So, for sure. Interestingly, though, he is not legally barred from seeing Inslee, the daughter he shares with Janelle. Although the previous DV protective order included Inslee, the judge specifically stated that all provisions of the May 2024 protective order stand and are renewed except for the award of temporary custody of Inslee. It appears that the issue of custody of Inslee is being handled by its own separate court case and will no longer fall under this protective order. In August, Janelle was awarded temporary custody of the 7-year-old after David failed to show up to the court hearing. I was real busy raking and holding my girlfriend's wallet and whatnot. I ain't got time to mosey down to no court hearing. This isn't what they're saying. This is just the Ashley posting like little funny comments under their pictures. All right. David was declared not fit and proper to have custody of Inslee by a North Carolina judge. At the hearing, Janelle stated that David had not even tried to contact Inslee for months. However, she stated that. She stated when they went for custody hearing, she said David hadn't even tried to contact Inslee for months. However, when she leaked text messages to the Sun, it proved that David actually had been reaching out trying to see Inslee, and she was not letting him. So David could actually take those screenshots and use that as his evidence to say, Janelle said I wasn't trying to see Inslee, but she literally turned over evidence, screenshots to the courts showing that I had. David will be spending plenty of time in court this holiday season. The employment challenged former reality TV star is scheduled to appear in court next week to face the criminal charges against him stemming from his break-in on the land in October. As the Ashley exclusively told you, David has been charged with violating Janelle's previous protective order against him, as well as domestic criminal trespassing. Both are misdemeanors. He was arrested on November 8th for those crimes. The Ashley will be adding more to the story, so stay tuned. So, considering those are misdemeanors, I don't look for any like jail time, or if he does get arrested, he'll probably bond out rather quickly for that. That will be, it's coming up. It doesn't say when it is. Next week. Okay, next week. I need to write a note of that so I can make sure I keep up with that. He probably doesn't have a lawyer that yet, to be quite honest. But we're going to listen to the audio of Jenelle in court. It's just a short snippet of her telling the judge like why she needs the order and how they're scared.
2024, David Eason went to my property and broke my gate, broke into my building, and tried to take a bunch of four-wheelers and dirt bikes. Eason went to the protective order right now, and I don't feel safe. My kids don't feel safe, and she just keeps violating it.
I do believe that the kids don't feel safe, to be quite honest. I do feel like Jace and Kaiser do not feel safe around David. It's possible that Inslee may have that fear now as well, considering how long she's been away from David. But it seemed like before Inslee was pretty close with her dad. But yeah, so she used the, he violated the restraining order by coming to my house, and we're scared, and the judge signed off on it. AJ says, surprised his new girlfriend isn't providing the money for a lawyer. I'm surprised she hasn't yet either, but it's coming down to the wire where she might. I don't know. Nat B says, I think those will be thrown out since he went with the police. And that's very possible. It's very possible, he may can say, hey, I went to the police department and I said this is what I wanted to do. And they escorted me. I thought that as long as she wasn't there, I could go. I don't know. That's true. He could get a I just forgot what they're called. Court-ordered attorney? Yeah, so they don't work that well. I mean, I can tell you in Louisiana, oh my goodness, they do not work well, but at minimum, they could do that. They could just say, hey, listen, he tried. He wasn't trying to violate the order. He actually took the steps to not, public defender, he took the steps to not violate by going to the police department. He has been living on his own. He has not been to that house since much prior. He had a lot of things there he needed to, he wanted to get, and he did what he thought he needed to do. August is sketch AF. That felt dumb, me saying that, because I'm like 37, but August is sketchy. Sketchy McSketchster. But let's look at Kinley's page really quickly, her Instagram. Let's see. Oh, nope, it's got music. She's lip syncing. Her hair's pretty. And is she driving? Is David driving? I don't know. Oh my God. Okay, what's up with the cameras back there? What are they doing? What's up with the cameras? I don't know. What's up with the dog wearing a North Face jacket? I do think her family come from money, from my understanding. Colby said, I tried dressing my dog like that. He doesn't like it. Same. Oh my gosh, same. You guys, my dog will not wear anything. We try to get our dog Halloween costumes, not having it. She does not have it. No. So I've always like kind of been a little jealous of people that could dress their dogs. But to be quite honest, a North Face hoodie is gonna be like 60 minimum, like for a dog. I don't know if I would. I mean, might buy my dog like a $30 sweater, but no, not a dog that's that. I got 6 kids. You know what I'm saying? I got to put my money where I think where it matters, because like my dogs matter. My dogs are like my babies. You know what I'm saying? My dog is like my baby. We say like Sean's like go to mama whenever I like go to the house or whatever. But yeah, wow. The dog looked comfy though. I mean, it had it zipped up. But yeah, I did hear that her family like came from money and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's coming down to the wire where he will either have a public defender or he, maybe she will pay to get him an attorney. I don't know. I feel like if he comes with an attorney, with a private attorney that he hired, it's not like they're going to tell us that she paid for it. You can get them on special often for a good price. Oh, gotcha. I really hope the girlfriend is smart enough to not get knocked up by David. She's young. She don't have any children, so I don't know. But that's where it's at right now, you guys. So he will be in court again next week for those charges. Janelle actually posted a clickbait article to her page about it. Oh, like you're not going to get away with it. That's what she posted. And I'll post the whole article to my Facebook page. That way you guys don't have to go read it. It's nothing. You and your buddies tried stealing from me. I'll see you in court. And then it's got this picture. And then the comments, it says, you thought you would get away with it. You won't. David Eason behind bars after trespassing on Jenelle Evans' land. Obviously, this is old, but she just posted this clickbait article 2 days ago. Kind of convenient that he's coming up for court in 2 days that she posted that. But it's just an article about him going onto the land. That's what it is. I did click on it. I took screenshots. I'll post it on my Facebook page if you guys want to read it. But these clickbait sites, like, I don't know who run them, but they are horrible. The way it's set up, I mean, it's horrible. But yeah, we'll keep up with the situation, you guys. We'll keep up with when David goes to court. If anything else pops up with Jenelle, I'll let you guys know. I'm actually surprised that it's kind of been so quiet with Jenelle. I hope for the kids' sake that it will continue to be quiet and they'll have a good Christmas at home, as good as they possibly can. Because it would be really sad if, yeah, Jenelle doesn't run them. There's a company that runs them and they have people that type these articles up, but they are so horrible. I mean, to try to keep up with them is just because when you click on the site, don't she get paid every time someone clicks on it? She does. That's why I click on it and then take screenshots and post it on my Facebook page. That way, anybody that follows me on Facebook, they can see it there and they don't have to click on it. But what happens is when you click on it, it takes a minute to load. It'll pop up, then go away and pop up, and then it has to boot for a minute to the bottom. And then it doesn't show all the article. You see like a paragraph. And then there's multiple, there's like a continue thing under an ad. So you're like, wait, if I click this, is this continuing to an ad? Or is this continuing to the next paragraph? And then there's like 2 arrows, one posting this way, one that way. And then you're like, I don't know what this is. So you have to take your chances and on which one you click. Sometimes I click the right one first. Sometimes I don't. And I click the wrong one and it takes me to the ad. But if I click the right one first, it takes me to the next paragraph of the article. So you end up clicking through like 10 pages just to get a very short story. And always the articles are new. It's news that's already been posted. Like this, like this clickbait article is literally from in October. It's from back in October. Yeah, it's horrifically, it's set up horrifically. If I just feel like if you are a company that can get a bunch of, C-list celebrities to do that, like post this for you, I would couldn't you at least style it in a way that's a little bit more professional and the format is not so sloppy? I let Sean see it not too long ago and he was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, I know. So yeah, it's horrible. It's always old news, and yeah, she gets paid for it. So that's why I click on it. I take screenshots. I post it on my Facebook page just in case you guys want to see it. Yeah. AJ says that's why I don't click on those. I wait for you or the Ashley to post about it. Thank you. But that's where we're at right now, you guys. She got a 2-year RO against David. And what that means as well is not only that he can't come within so many feet of her, he can't talk about her either. So, David, after they separated, David would go live on TikTok and he would like talk crap about Jenelle. And he would get a lot of views, and sometimes he would get donations and roses and things, but he can't do that anymore. So David going live on TikTok just to talk about anything else outside of Jenelle and their kids and their problems, nobody's really going to watch. It's not going to be the views that he used to get. So yeah, he can't go live on TikTok and talk about Jenelle. He can't go live on TikTok and talk about the 2 kids. He could go live and talk about Inslee probably. He just can't talk about the fact that Janelle's keeping Inslee from her. It could only be like, I miss Inslee when we used to do this. I hope one day, whenever things change, we can do X, Y, and Z, something along those lines. Here's the thing, though. Jenelle made allegations against David related to child exploit in a sexual manner. I have been told that she basically says that she found some photos on a SIM card that was in one of his old phones. That it was inappropriate photos of kids, right? So my thing now is on November 21st, if a judge told you he can see Inslee and basically what it said is she got temporary custody of Inslee, but the judge said that will no longer be enforced. Like that will be handled when y'all go to custody court. That's not going to be included in the more permanent restraining order. It's not going to be included in there. So if I was Jenelle and I found out my soon-to-be ex-husband had photos of children in his phone, and I just found out that I don't have a restraining order that covers her, I would probably try to do something about that. If I thought, and Jenelle even said after she got the temporary restraining order that she was protecting Inslee, that she's glad she was able to protect Inslee. So if she feels like David is some sexual deviant, some predator, then I would have stayed in North Carolina and I would have had my lawyer file something stating I don't want, I want this looked into. I don't know. But I don't believe it either, Nat, because here's the thing. Jenelle said she turned that SIM card over to custody court, the FBI, and the local police department. And the local police department gave a statement to media saying that they are no longer investigating this because those allegations, because there was no substance to it. So I don't know what she had to try to say that's what it was, but clearly the police department did not feel like it was anything that was too concerning, But it's just interesting that that's what she tried to portray and put out. And now that he could possibly show up at school and pick her up if he wanted to and bring, like, I would try to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like if I knew this, but Jenelle knows that she didn't tell the truth about that. I feel like Jenelle knows that she lied or she twisted something or she exaggerated what the truth was. He probably just had pictures of like the kids in their bathing suits or something and she twisted it. Or that photo that he posted on Facebook years ago of Kaiser with his hand in his diaper. And he was like, wonder where he learned that from, and Jenelle laughed about it and Jenelle defended him when people called him out about it. Jenelle defended him about that. So it's probably something like that she tried to make it into something, way worse. And the police department's like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. But anyways, you guys, we'll continue to keep up with all things Jenelle related. If anything pops off, I'll let you guys know. And next week when he goes to court, we'll go live. We'll talk about what the outcome of his hearing is. If you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor and go follow me over on my Follow me here if you're not following me yet. Let me see. Why is it not? Okay. Follow me here if you don't yet. Hit the subscribe button. And I have other platforms. I'm on Facebook as well. I'm currently sitting at 23,000 followers. If you guys don't mind, I'm trying to get to 25,000. I have goals for all my platforms. For Facebook is 25,000. For TikTok is 50,000. I'm at 45,000 on TikTok, and here it's 100,000. So I'm hoping it to grow as much as possible. We cover reality TV, entertainment news, trending topics here. We go live. Most of my videos are live streams where we interact with the chat and we talk about things. So if that's the type of content that you enjoy, hit that subscribe button. Every so often, I will upload like a pre-recorded video, but that's not very often, but I do that here and there. So hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye, guys.